Alright. Alrighty. Alright, so today we are going to be playing more Doodle Empires. Alright, we're going to be using this little button here, which randomizes it. So it just like picks it for us, so we don't have to go through the process of picking which nation we want to start with. Alright, so we're going to be starting with England. The reason this is called England, even though it's all the way over here, is because if you didn't see last episode, um, there's no England originally, so we can't just name this New England, so it has to be England. Same with York City, the capital. By the way, the card we just got before this was a leader thing. I'll look at it in a second, what it was, but I guess we're gonna be doing a little bit of a thing here. I don't know. I'm a little embarrassed about it, but I don't really know any. I don't really know any cities up here. I know some cities in New England, but I don't like remember. Boston. Duh. Boston's like around here, right? Yeah. Yeah, Boston's here. All right. We got Boston. Boston. All right. Anyways, origin Rome because Rome. Um. Origin Rome. But last time, we went very far with the Ottomans, so I'm hoping we can get like some sort of split card. Oh, we got a new nation. All right. Um, what's a good place for India? For now, I'm just gonna give it like a greenish color, and in the comments, pick some maybe if I see like a comment I like that's like, you should do this historical, like Kingdom of India or something for it. But for now, I'm just gonna name it India. But I would like it if any of you have any ideas for a kingdom that in some time in India's history I could put here. That kind of aligns, kind of doesn't really matter too much with where I put it. Let's start over here right now, because what most of the population is anyway. Pretty far from the modern day capital, but that's fine. Maybe get some of Bangladesh in there. Try to probably get up here, kind of near that. Might want to start pushing a bit that way. Okay, so yeah, remember put like a Kingdom of India and its history in the comments. That used to be in that region. Okay, we're gonna do the United Kingdom. They're gonna be. This is happening a lot. I'm going to turn down I'm gonna turn down New Nation because that is too much. Too much. I usually have these a bit down. At least the normal split, because I don't really remember the original settings right this second, but I usually turn them down at least a little bit. I think I at least did the split because we're usually on the same thing, but I don't know about the small split. Over here, let's do like something right here, like a transcontinental thing here. What was transcontinental here? Colombia and Panama. Columbia? No, that does not sound good. Um. No, we don't need to do something there. Let's just do the Mayans. Why not? Well, we don't need to do something there. I'll just do the Mayans up here. Let's do kind of like that color. Why not? You know what? Let's change the color to like a dark green. It's not. You know, that's not really miney. Yeah. How do I do that? Alright. If a little bit we could do like them starting to expand out. We can do them starting to expand them that way. Okay, let's get another thing here. Okay. Let's do some more expanding, I guess. They can kind of go up here. Kind of more Mexican territory. I don't let them start to get a bit of Cuba here. Yeah. And. Okay. I'm kind of try to get down there. That looks nice. Anyways, let's get back over here. Big France. I want to see if I can shrink their... Oh, finally we got a split. It's a small split, but at least it's a split. Could do Germany, but like this is more Prussian times. Yeah, whatever. I'll do Germany. Germans and Germany. I don't know. Yeah, they can get Denmark in this world. Here, kind of just like expand down this way. Maybe they can start taking chunks out of France because they do kind of have their land. To kind of imitate a little bit of what modern Germany does. Kind of take Albania there. That's a big Germany, and really going into the Balkan area. A little expansive of you there, Germany. What am I talking about? I'm doing this. Another new nation is getting out of hand. Sri Lanka, why not? A big Sri Lanka, kind of starting to get a bit of that area. Guess they can take that and that. 'Cause why not? You know, just why not? Isn't that complicated? I'm gonna stop it there though, 'cause that's a bit too much. So, this might actually end up being like the biggest thing. Let's check it. So, nope, never mind. So, that's 5,000. That's that much, that's that much, that's that much. It's that much. Definitely the biggest still. But that's fine. We're gonna select Germany again and draw a card. We're going to expand. I guess they can take the rest of Denmark. Start taking their land back from France. See if they can take like kind of like that, and then it's really imitating Germany now. Ugh, this is a little concerning. And then they would kind of do like that. And I ain't stopping that though, so There we are. Big Germany. Anyways. Alright, now I got Rome to take care of. And they're going to see if they can connect their empire again through France. Try to take back some of the Iberian Peninsula again. Because they lost a lot of it. Why am I taking it so slowly? I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna try to kick out them a little bit there. Yeah, there we are. And there. Union with who? I'm uniting with themselves. I'm not dealing with that. Okay, next. What is the new leader's trait? Expansion is hill dweller. Small expand. Kind of try to take that, but why not? But okay. So, did they call it Istanbul or Constantinople? I'm gonna do Constantinople, and I'm bound to spell it wrong. But I'm probably gonna spell it wrong, but that's okay. I can fix it probably next time. If I remember to look it up, I'll fix it next time. Anyways, but yeah. So, Constantinople, there we are. Oh, they still have a little pause. I didn't really draw very good there. That's fine. They basically have it anyway. And then they can start, I guess, going to work from a little bit. And then they can kind of take over this land a bit. Get around a little. Kind of go down the coast here, why not? Surprised they haven't got another split yet. They've split a lot, actually, like all combined, I feel like, for not even getting to 100 turns yet. Let's do Paris. Otherwise known as France. I'm kidding. Anyways. This which one's gonna be real French, because Italia is now gonna be like historically smaller, I guess, because they were pushed out really early on. I'm guessing that's how it's gonna go. They're going to probably push them back a little bit more. Might not even end up going down here and taking this island there. Yeah, there we are. There we are. There we are. There we are. They're gonna start to want to take probably this. Oh, they like the upper area. Maybe like Portugal. Maybe like the Portugal area. Try to take that. Small expand again. Isolationist. Maybe we don't want to touch them then. We'll do it anyway. Small expand. I'm actually gonna turn these two up, but also turn up union and small expand to even it out a little bit. Here we are. Let's do it. Found religion. Catholic. Why not? Be like that. We've got a faith mode. We got a faith mode here. Okay, this is right here. This Romantic, Islam, and Catholic. Sorry about that. I had a bit of a yawn. Just get out. Age of Unity. Union. Okay. It's about to happen. Dag. Look at that. France. Adopt religion. They could adopt Islam. But there's already Islam Germany. I don't know if we need an Islam France. And apparently Italy, if that split ever happens. So we could do Romantic, could do Catholic, could do Islam. But I'm gonna just have them stick with their current one. Alright. Come on. Draw a card. Draw a card. Union with who? That was weird. I think it glitched. Come on, come on. Yes. Yes. No way. That's the United Kingdom. I never realized that the United Kingdom's actually really big in this world. Well, not really big, but for like this amount of turns, I feel like they've been getting kind of big. I'm surprised I wasn't feel of them just sticking to there and only coming on this lane when there's something going on they might want to take. In this world. What in the world? It's origin. What the heck? What is happening? Go. Um. What? What? Well, they just randomly collapsed. That was weird. That's a glitch that needs to be fixed. What? How does this? Look, origin. Everyone found the same origin. Except for that and that. Origin, it includes them. It includes them in faith, I think. Yeah. Fort mode, there's a fort there. That's weird. Just gonna expand this like nothing ever happened. If I get a split, I know exactly what I'm gonna be doing with that split. They just all go into like the nomadic lifestyle randomly for no reason. But like a really nomadic lifestyle where they don't even like have a country, they just walk around on land without like any like territory or anything, just randomly. Because the idea of having French nomads is amazing. Well, I guess we're gonna have another Catholic, because that Catholic is been all wonky. Let's make this Catholic bright, though, because why not? We're gonna draw another card. Reunion with who? I'm not uniting. I want this stupid age to be over. I guess they can take, like, that. I don't think they would care that much. No. Okay, I guess they would probably want to start getting a bit more closer to those lines. Expand. It's kind of like a hexagon, the actual borders of France. Yeah, turnkey France. I don't even understand at this point. Adopt religion. Catholic number 1 or Catholic number 2? I'm gonna do Catholic number 2. Because there's only 2 Catholics, so I have to do the number 1 one. No, I said I'm gonna do the number 2 one because the most recently made. I don't split. Alright, let's do some fancy wancy things here. Like fancy pantsy, but fancy wancy. Oh my god, what is that was so cheesy. Why did I say that out loud? Oh, they accidentally got that island. I could do French Cornwall. I did it. I'm so happy. That just made me just so much more happy than I've ever been in my entire life. I'm kind of like that, yeah. Yeah. French Portugal. I don't know why I did French Portugal, but I did. And they can take some of those islands, why not? They can even go down there. They really so desire. Like that. Like that. What? What? Need at least Madrid. Isolationist mountaineer. I'm gonna have a Lisbon. They're gonna have a Lisbon. They can keep Gibraltar. I'm fine with them keeping Gibraltar. And we're gonna do a bit of a that, but they do probably want to grab some of that back, don't they? Yeah. But they will still have, but the British will still have a colony on Morocco, though. Just won't be as that big of a deal. Do a small expand. One more. Yeah. There we are. We got the French Portugal still, so that's nice. I can get rid of that. He even kicked out Gibraltar. That's nice. Alright. There we are. Kind of start grabbing some of this. Oh. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, now that means if we look here, I kind of zoned out for a second there, sorry about that, but if we look here, that's all now has been taken. Large expand. Let's get some of this down. And kind of be isolated to across the river. And kind of like that. That's small Portugal. Small split. Perfect. Portugal. Bright red. And that's all we need here. Union with who? Yeah, I guess Spain, so we can form the Iberian Union again. Because that went so well. I'm actually going to change the color of Germany. Make it a bit of that color instead. Yeah, but still, look at that. This Catholic number 2 still exists, so we could just get it over with and make it so there's only one thing that's say Catholic. So it doesn't have to be like 50. Oh, dang it, well, they're still out. I can just make this Protestant. None of these places are Protestant, but I don't really care. Maybe, is UK Protestant mainly? I don't think they are. Protestant. Is that just my accent, or is that like thinking there's a D there, or is there actually a D there? I'm gonna stick with the D there. 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 I usually don't say the D there though. That's not something I do. That's not. I don't know why I was doing that. Alright, let's go down. Let's go over here. Cuba. No. That's Nicaragua, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's not Nicaragua. Nicaragua. That's not how you spell Nicaragua, is it? That's fine. Oh, that's Nicaragua. That's Honduras. I'm an idiot. I forgot that somehow. Okay, let me change this. Honduras? Honduras. Honduras? Honduras. I don't know. That's not right. There we are. Draw small expand. They can take the rest of Cuba. Why not take Jamaica? Some of these islands here start to take Haiti. There we are. There we are. Okay. That's all. That's all the time we have for today. Goodbye, and I'll see you next time.